What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Creepy Crawl Zen Tune. Not really. I don't even know if you're hearing any, to be honest with you. I refuse to plug this thing in, and we'll get to that here in a moment. So what I'm holding in my hand is a Jackson X Series SLX Orange Crackle. Brand new. It still has the covers on the plastic on the pickups. And when I say brand new, I mean it's never been owned by anybody traditionally. I didn't like the Explorer. I had this green Explorer that I just recently picked up and thought I was going to fall in love with. And at first I did, but it's like, you know, it could be the greatest guitar in the world, but if you don't jive with it, you don't jive with it. It's a very intimate and personal experience, you and one of these things. I mean, look how close to the body you hold it, you know what I mean? And most people keep it at their waist level. I'm not trying to make anything sexual about it, but I guess you can consider playing the guitar kind of like lovemaking, you know? Especially when you're up on that stage and you're in that moment, man, and you're just going off, right? So I had the drab olive green, which I don't even think I've shown you guys yet, and I apologize for that. Lots have happened. A lot of crazy things have happened since the last time I was very regular on here. So I put it out there for trade, and I actually got some really interesting. I got this really big Gretsch thing I almost picked up. Had the DRMon style pickups in it, and I thought that would be interesting. Oh, excuse me. A gentleman offered me this agave blue Telecaster, which I was actually looking to take, but I deleted his response by accident when getting rid of the ones that I refused, you know. And I got a lot of really interesting, hey, how about this? And I'm just like, yeah, you got a rad instrument there, buddy, but it's not for me. Thank you, though, you know. Because I'm that kind of guy. I'm not going to leave you hanging in the weeds. And then I saw this on Marketplace. I saw this on the Marketplace. And I said, you know what? I like that. And he only had it for like $3.50, $3.50 or something like that. I don't even remember how much it was. I don't care. Originally, they were $700. This particular model. There was one caveat to it, though. It had a pretty significant headstock break up here. When we get into this guitar, I will show all that documentation, the pictures and everything. You might be able to see the line. If you look above the K, like right here, it kind of goes down at an angle like this. So if you really look, you can see it. You definitely see it on the top right here. And the back, let me take it off of this so I can maneuver it a little bit better. Yeah, you can definitely see I haven't cleaned up the glue or anything yet. And then you got the significant piece of finish that's missing here. And some of the binding here. And, of course, the headstock corner, which they always get dinged up because they're pointy and in the face of everything. It was a very clean break. And I saw that in the pictures and said, you know what? I could do something with that. And I've wanted, I would say, a hot-rodded, high-performance guitar for a while. Lately, I've been dealing with your classic stuff, your Tellys and your Pauls and your 335s, and I do have a Yamaha that we're going to be talking about here pretty soon, a Pacifica. I would put that somewhere between like a Fender Strat and something like this, like that evolutionary move. Whereas this guitar is built for nothing but speed and power, and it's definitely built for comfort and fast. And as a bonus, it's my very first compound radius fretboard. If I remember correctly, it goes from 10 to 16, meaning the fretboard has a roundness to the face of it, you know, the flat of it. And traditionally, well, modern, I should say, 12 is about what most people want, right there in the middle. But some shredder guitars will go all the way up to 16-inch. A lot of Fenders start at 7 and 9, you know, 9.5. Or is it 9.25? I don't know. Either way, regardless. It's a compound radius fretboard, which is my first time ever owning something like that. I've had plenty of Charvels. I've had plenty of Ibanez, so I'm not unfamiliar with the hot rodded guitars. As a matter of fact, growing up in the late 80s and 90s, being a guitar player, these were some of the things I aspired for. You know, I played nothing but like Charvel. I love my Model 6. I had a Model 6 in what they call, I think, Desert Rose. It's kind of like a rose. Well, it's more of a frosty pink, you know. Really great guitar. But back to this. This is I looked up the serial number. It's from January of 2020. It's part of the X series. It's an import. It was made in China. DX. Oh, let me see. Hold on. I think I have something pulled up here. Yes, the SLX series in red, in orange Crackle. It looks red in a lot of light, but when you get it into the sun, it's orange. It kind of looks orange in this shitty camera. Oh, excuse my mouth. In this bad camera. It's got Duncan design humbuckers, which I believe are kind of like their version of JB and Jazz or 59. I don't know. I didn't really look it up. And you notice it's not plugged in. I haven't plugged this thing in yet. It was. Ooh. I'll explain why I'm not tuning here in a moment. Yeah, I don't know. It just called out to me. I haven't had a hot rodded guitar like this in like forever. And it feels so comfortable coming back to my roots and everything. So we're going to be plugging around with this guitar. I have not plugged this into my amp, nor will I until these are swapped out. We're going to be doing a lot of really fun stuff to this guitar. I think I'm going to make this one of my main focuses. We have to finish cleaning up the headstock. I want to go wabi-sabi with it. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. I'm basically going to fill the crack in. Gold. Not real gold, but, you know. You'll notice there's no strings up here. And yet, thank God for locking nuts. It was advertised as non-functional. I've been playing it in my lap without the repair, without the glue. I literally just took the glue, or the clamps off of it. About 5-10 minutes before coming into this video. Neck through. Great heel joint. Wonderful feeling guitar. Everything just feels like home. It's wonderful. I don't know what else to say. I do not like how light the fretboard is. We will be staying in this rosewood. The spec said it was rosewood. I'm betting it's that Indian Laurel stuff. I don't know. It's somewhere in between. Either way, we're going to darken it up. And we'll talk about one of my dream guitars that I built 100 times in my head back when I found out at Jackson Guitars. It was a custom shop. I remember drooling over them, going into Daddy's Junkie when they were on Route 1 northbound. I don't know how many of you folks will remember that if you're from local. Northbound Route 1, they were in this little shack that turned into a vacuum place. And now it's a brand new building. It's a dunk sitting across the street is where Daddy's went. And this building that had like a half a big circle. It used to be kind of a Chuck E. Cheese style place, but not Pizza Time Theater. It was like some offshoot, some weird branded version that didn't last too long. And then Daddy's took over that spot. But I remember walking in, 86, 87, and just seeing these on the floor and looking at the price tags. And man, I was a Jackson guy back in the day. I looked at it this way. Jackson was the equivalent of my father's Gibson, and Ibanez was the equivalent of his Stratocasters, his Fenders. I don't know if anyone else looked at it that way, but regardless, I got the Soloist, man. And I was going to put the EMG headset in it. I showed a few pictures to people, and they're like, no, keep the pickups black. Keep them black. It did look cool, but it just jumped out too much. So yeah, I just want to come on as quick as I could do that. We're going to be taking the strings off this pretty soon. I need a bar for the bridge. We are going to eventually upgrade it. This is a Floyd Rose Special. Pot metal. Okay, we'll just say that. Pot metal. You can buy titanium upgrade parts for it, which I might do that instead. We'll see which ones are cheaper of the two down the road here. We're talking down the road. But right now I am I'm very actively looking for a pickup set. I would love to trade the EMG headset for it. I'm thinking JB Jazz. That's... I also thought about getting the Gary Holt EMG, the red set. In person, this thing looks very red until the sun hits it, and then you can see the orange. So I think those would look all right. I don't know. In a perfect world, I would get a set of Jackson. I think they were called the J90s. From the original Soloists in '87, their Active Series pickups. They were like a little larger than regular ones. That was my dream. I mean, I built almost this guitar. It was going to be all black with a Kaler, ebony, the shark fin, and reverse headstock. And with those it was just going to be real simple. Very, very Kirk Hammett-like, you know? Hold on, see. I don't remember how to play that, but... Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's my Jackson. I just wanted to show it off real quick. I'm wicked stoked about this one. Locking tuners. I'm going to get rid of these stupid fucking... I can't get rid of the locking nut itself, but I'm going to get rid of the locking part of it. I'm just going to use the base of the nut. I don't know, maybe I'll just have someone put a nut there and there'll just be this big space there. I don't know. Either way... Amazing, very well playing, very comfortable, very fast, very intimidating guitar. I mean, this is like if you're used to driving a sedan your whole life and then someone gives you the keys to a Ferrari and says, here, give this a go. It is literally like that, but in the guitar world. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Leave your feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down, all feedback too. The Creep is positive, guys. Please, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. We're going to be doing a lot more than just guitar stuff. I promise. I might do a lot of these kind of videos here pretty soon. I've been having trouble with my phone. Maybe we'll get a new phone eventually. I don't know. I got to fix my truck. I got a lot of other things I got going on. I really need to be spending money on things I don't need to spend money on. But regardless, help me grow this channel. And maybe I won't have to worry about stuff like that. But either way, I hope you're doing well in your world. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are. And until next time, take care. Keep it real. Keep shredding. And bye-bye.